Yeah? Okay, thank you very much, sir, for giving us some of your time this afternoon. Now, I would like you to quickly take us through the targets of the country's National Integrated Infrastructure Master Plan.
The National Integrated Infrastructure Master Plan is a blueprint, is a long-term plan that is intended to really close the gap in the area of infrastructure. Nigerian government observe that much of our problem has to do with infrastructure. If you can get infrastructure, fixed, if we can close the gap in infrastructure, we can make sure at least we develop our infrastructure in the area of energy, the area of power, ICT, transportation, agriculture, at least other, things will fall in line, get our road fixed, get energy, get power in places. So we observe that now we have just less than 25% of the stock in place. And for us to really catch up with other world, to be one of the largest, economy in the next 20 or subsequent years, we need to get up to the 70% requirement as we have it in Indonesia, in Malaysia, in China. So to really develop the economy, to really enhance growth and development, there's need for us to address the issues of infrastructure. And Mr. President, Nigerian people, the Nigerian government is taking it hell long to make sure that at least our critical major problem, which is infrastructure, is addressed from this year to the next 2043.
Can you elaborate on the level of investment needed to bridge the infrastructure gap in Nigeria?
We are expecting from our projection that 48% of this funding should come from the private sector, 52% from the public sector. That is talking about the sovereign wealth, funds. You talk about the debt in terms of loan. You talk about the PPP and some other related area. If in the events that we could not source everything from the public sector, we still rely much heavily on the private sector. We are living in a deregulated economy, and we expect private sector to really put in it. Investing in most of infrastructure is not a wasted investment. So we expect so much. Abuja today is being driven by private sector. So also Lagos State, so all of Port Harcourt. So we expect so much from private sectors in driving infrastructure in the next 30 years.
Now the challenge is for the government, investors and stakeholders to harness potentials in infrastructure. Now what is the government doing with regards to this?
You see, the Integrated Master Plan is taking effect from this year. Already there are so many operational units at the various sectors, various MDAs, who are to drive this master plan in their various ministries, departments, and agencies. Same goes for state level. We want to see to the implementations. Very soon, the government, under Mr. President, will be able to flag off the projects, and other people will key into it. You see, at various levels, you talk of power now. The private sector is driving power. Government is spending a lot of money in ensuring that it creates that enabling environment for private sector to really, supply power to Nigeria, electricity. Same goes for agriculture. Same goes for industries. Same goes for FCT. Even same goes for, security. So the point I'm trying to make is there are a lot of mechanisms put in place. Besides the various units and the various MDAs, government is trying to create some concession that will encourage private sector to come in. Most of the events today, in terms of seminars, in terms of workshops, in terms of meetings, emphasis is how to draw investors into this country to address the issue of infrastructure. Government is doing everything possible in the areas of advocacy, in the areas of creating that legal framework, that policy framework, creating that enabling environment for investors to see Nigeria as a friendly nation that they can invest in.